this is going, because it's really incredible. And it's about a year since the content villain launch. So to think in that time, there's been so many incredible advances. A year ago, you had OpenAI and GPT-3, and that was pretty much the only technology available. That led to some conflict and made things a bit hard for a lot of the writing assistant tools coming out, because a few of these tools had legacy approval for certain features, and OpenAI was simply not approving those features for new tools, which led to certain monopolies. And some tools had an advantage in that way, and there was nothing really we could do. It's completely unfair. But luckily, since that time, OpenAI are no longer the only player. There are multiple large language models available. They all provide something different, and a lot of people get confused and think one language model is infinitely better than another one, where it's not really the case. And that's what we try and show with what we're doing with RIKU now. Is they all have their own personality and their own quirks, and you often find by experimenting and playing with different ones, you can get slightly different outputs, and by doing that you can see which one is going to work best for your business. So from going from one large language model to where we are now with multiple large language models, the future is incredibly bright, because there's so many smart people working in this field. And a lot of people get confused and sort of think the next big advancement is going to be GPT-4, and that gets banded about quite a lot. But in my view, it's not going to be like a massive breakthrough like that. It's just going to be incremental sort of improvements to existing models. You'll see that already with OpenAI just bringing out a new Da Vinci model, and they brought out new edit and insert models just this month. So they're really working on optimizing and improving the models that they already have and making them more efficient and better for the end user. So that's really incredible. But a lot of the models at the moment have a few weaknesses. One weakness is primarily they're all English. So if you're trying to create content in a different language, you're not going to have the success that you might want, because it doesn't know French or German or Spanish or Italian to a high level. Fortunately, there are some new models coming out. There's a couple launching April the 6th, I think, which we're going to be playing with within RIKU, which will give Spanish, Italian, German, and French native language models, which nobody else offers. All of the writing assistants which say that they are multi-language, they're either using Google Translate or they're using DeepL. So it's actually just another layer on top of the writing assistant itself. So it's going to be fun for people to be able to play with that. And the second weakness that I want to go over with the current sort of crop of large language models is they're all trained to a certain date. So if you ask it anything past that date, it won't know the answer and it will give you false information. So for example, if you follow football and a footballer has moved clubs and you say, who does Cristiano Ronaldo play for? Some of the models might say Real Madrid because he used to play there, but the real answer is Manchester United now. So that is one of the big problems, getting factual information if it's past the cutoff date. But there are models models out there which aren't really commercially available just yet, which have the ability to search the internet and get answers like that. So that will solve that problem, and that makes a whole new level of sort of really powerful stuff. So the future is incredibly bright. There's a lot of exciting things happening, and everything is advancing really rapidly. And what we're trying to do, one with RIKU, is to put all of the latest and greatest large language models in one place and empower pretty much anyone to learn and play and build with them. So it's super exciting times.